Hi everyone, I'm Miiyu. And as I promised, today, we're starting a mini-series here on the channel. I won't keep you in suspense since you've already seen the thumbnail. I'll be drawing the characters from Alien Stage. So, to make it more fun, I decided to use a wheel to decide which characters I'll draw today. So, the first Alien Stage character I'll be drawing is Hyuna! Alright, let's get into it! For those of you who've been here for a while, you may have already seen this drawing of Hyuna that I'll be showing today. The truth is, I'd already been planning to draw the Alien Stage characters for a while. But I ran into two problems that delayed it. First, I didn't think my editing was very good. And second, my biggest issue. The Alien Stage cast has male characters, and I really struggle with drawing them. So I decided to study how to draw male characters before starting this series. One more thing I'd like to share with you in these Alien Stage videos is my favorite song for each character. So let's talk about Hyuna's songs. My favorite song from the main series is Weege, but I also really like All In. From the sub-versions, my favorite is Take My Hand. I think the song is amazing overall, but the chorus is the best part in my opinion. From the birthday versions, my favorite is Ruler of My Heart. Now, about Hyuna's drawing. I chose a pose with her back turned, looking at the viewer. I also went with a pretty, consistent line art on this one, without much line weight variation. Since at the time, I thought it would look better that way. For the coloring, I kept the skin pretty simple and put more effort into the hair, since I decided to make it really flowy, which ended up being pretty detailed, so it was the part of the drawing that needed the most attention. As for the eyes, I ended up following a reference for how they actually look in the show, because I felt like the hair made her look pretty different from the original. Not to mention, because of my art style, she ended up looking kinda cute. Which isn't really her vibe in the series, since she's portrayed as a strong character. And her design reflects that toughness, which reads as cooler than how I usually draw.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing?
But even with my limitations, I think the final art turned out great. So now, let's move on to the next character. Now let's find out who the second character of today will be. Miji!
What the dog doing?
First, I had to make a choice. Which version of Miiyu should I draw? The one with long hair? Or the one after all in, with short hair? And, as you know, I love drawing long hair. So, of course I was going to draw Miiyu with her beautiful long hair. I wanted to follow a similar aesthetic to the Huna drawing. So I made a similar pose, but with a really happy expression. Since I imagined this scene as if she were smiling at Swa during round 1.
What the dog doing?
So, throughout the painting, I tried to set the scene as if she were on a stage, with lots of lighting and colorful stylized shadows. I also wanted to make the highlight blue, instead of just picking a lighter shade of her hair for that. Now, about my favorite Miiyu songs. From the main series,
What the dog?
I really like Karma. From the sub-versions, my favorite is Witch. And from the birthday versions, I really like her version of Unknown.
What the dog doing?
The result came out like
What the
this.
dog doing?
And well, I didn't like it. So I made a risky call and decided to redo the whole thing. Actually, something that motivated me to make this Miiyu drawing even prettier was the release of Zombie Stage. I was completely caught off guard when it dropped.
What the dog doing?
I actually found that dot version single quotes S story just as disturbing as Alien Stages, which I didn't think was even possible. So I wanted to make Miiyu even prettier. In this new version, I decided to focus on Miiyu's face, which is what I wanted to do in the previous
What
one.
the dog doing?
I also drew her facing forward to make that easier, but kept her smiling expression. I just decided to leave her eyes open this time. I still wanted to keep a similar lighting style to before. So I used a multiply layer
What the
to add the shadows, and then picked where the highlights would go. Because of the type of lighting I went with, I also decided to make Miizu's eye color a more yellowish tone, basing it on how her eyes look when she's on stage.
What the dog doing?
Now that's it. This was the result of Miizu's drawing. I hope you liked it.